Why? I want the mat. So small. Give me some. My feet is cold.
Alright， 大家好，我们是插班生 The Freshman，
我是迪亚
I'm Carrie。
Why do we sound like we're translating for each other?
对，我们很久没有这样介绍自己，
是
like I'm
So far, every time we go straight into the episode, right? We're like, welcome to episode something of 插班生 CC.
Yeah.
But today we said, hello, 大家好，
Hello，
我们是插班生。Oh, welcome everyone
Yes.
to episode 9 of 插班生 CC. And today, we'll bring you this episode from our room, 1321, in Western Beijing. 我们现在人在北京
Yeah. We're in Beijing for JJ20
This
concert.
is SMG.
Oh, okay. It's still the JJ20
is.
tour T, right?
In a way, yes.
Okay. Yeah, so we've decided to do this really sort of impromptu-ish episode. It's going to be different. We'll sound different because we're using a clip-on mic as compared to the real podcast mic that you have always
The more expert
that we've
mics.
been using.
Yeah.
But who cares? Right?
I really don't. I think you care. You care more.
Yeah, I do.
I'm like all for guerrilla style, but Carrie is all like, oh, we need this, oh, we need that. But usually, Carrie's style is that she will want the best, and then eventually she'll slowly like discount.
Compromise.
Okay, can. And now, can until we really are here now, and we're gonna be sharing more about a very, very new song. I don't think we've ever done it this way. We've never done a podcast about a song so new.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
And the song that we're going to be sharing about in episode 9 of 插班生 CC is called
盲点。
我们是怎么了？命运竟是最狠的第三者，又能如何？
Why are you doing this JJ actions?
Is this a JJ action?
不懂，我看到一些我觉得familiar. Looks like JJ.
I mean 大同小异啦。
Okay,
right?
okay,
I mean,
okay.
when you sing, what kind of...
没有，我觉得我们
what kind
也
of-
是可能有被他影响到啦。
影响
Yeah, definitely touring with him for so long, right?
I would like
I
to
mean,
think that
for me,
I have retained my own style, but I mean when I sing, there's no way of thinking about mannerism already. Because I just cue.
Yeah,
I'm
we are
just
just
so focused.
We're just when we sing.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, so what you heard a little bit of is Blind Spot, 盲点, and it's one of the sub-theme song for the current MediaCorp TV drama, 金色大道, All That Glitters.
So this song, actually while we're recording this episode, today it is 21号. The song was just released 3 days ago. Yeah, and so we made a decision to include it because in the last episode we shared that we're going to record 插班生 CC up till episode 10 and then we're going to take a break. So we have to include 盲点 before we conclude this season of 插班生 CC. But also at the same time, you know, time sensitive, right? 插班生 is lousy at marketing, man. We're good. A lot of people like to say that.
think
Like,
we're bad,
a lot of our friends think we're good at marketing because they enjoy our IG content, they enjoy our IGS.
Yeah.
We do enjoy marketing things that happen around us organically, but we're bad at
Sharing.
marketing.
It's not marketing, we're just sharing. Yeah.
But we're not very good at marketing ourselves as products.
yeah.
Because if you think about it, 插班生 is actually a brand. Right?
Mm,
Or even
yeah,
Carrie
yeah,
Yeo
yeah.
is a brand.
It's a
Chen Dia
brand,
is
it's a product. Yeah.
We have never looked at ourselves that way. I think only now, like Carrie, I think
Yep.
it's still very organic because she's sustainability girl. Like she's really go green girl and she lives it out. She walks the talk. And
I
that
try.
has kind of become
I try.
a bit of like her branding.
It's difficult, but I try. Yeah.
Yeah.
That has sort of organically became my
Yeah.
branding.
So
yeah.
like 插班生 as a brand, sometimes we still struggle a little bit. Like what does it mean? To us, like 插班生 is just 插班生 law, right?
it's just us, lor.
It's just us law.
Yeah.
So this is the first time that we were like, okay, let's make it a point. Let's share about 盲点. Let's
Yeah.
do this song justice and share about it on 插班生 CC since
Yeah.
we have this platform.
And also because this episode of the podcast is supposed to go out on the 17th, right?
Yep.
17th of...
Eh? No lah. It's supposed to go on the 1st or something of October.
I know that it's like the next day, like tomorrow. when you're watching this,
Yes.
tomorrow we'll be releasing the song.
Oh, yes.
On Spotify, our
Yes.
own version, or not say our own version, but on our like artist page with like artwork and all that. And also this time we will be including the instrumental version as well.
the
because
arrangement.
We love the arrangement. And actually, like, what deep down secretly, right? A little bit want to share the instrumental because sometimes like the fake karaoke people. they
Yes,
will-
I know what you mean.
Yeah, they will like
Oh, they will do
do
some
weird stuff
program to like take away
to
our
take away
voice.
our vocal. Then the MMO or the karaoke version becomes very
Yeah, it's like they tried to drown us, like literally.
Yeah.
we are singing underwater.
yeah.
Then
or
the
even
pianist is playing maybe somewhere halfway.
Yeah, so I think what they do is that they try and take out certain frequencies.
Yeah.
Right? They like 洗掉这个洗掉那个 and then like if like the keyboard has some like similar notes or register
It will
to
also disappear.
It will also disappear. Then I'm like, I mean, like last time you want to protect your like copyright
Yeah.
or royalty and then you want to catch all these people, right? But actually, if you like our songs and you want to sing our songs, I'd rather you have a proper instrumental version to sing to. So you don't actually have to go to like the karaoke places to sing anymore. You can just sing at Spotify.
Actually, that's what people do.
Yeah.
They have a screen on in their house and then they just play Spotify or KKBox and it will have the lyrics. So they'll just sing with the singer.
Yes.
actually.
Pam does that.
Yeah, they just sing with the singer.
Oh, you know what? We should put the instrumental version, right? And then we should put our lyrics there also. Then they can
I think we wanted to
play
do that for
the
Thought Shirley.
Oh, did we?
But we didn't.
But we didn't because
Yeah.
we forgot, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we don't even have like a proper like work plan, like whip list.
What's a
You know,
whip list?
Those people who work in the office will know lah, like work in progress list. Then
whip,
会有 like
WIP.
Yeah, 会有 like 可能 maybe some people will have like red, yellow, green, then like different urgency and stuff.
I see.
Yeah. 做工的你不懂
Okay，
啊哈？
我不懂。
你特别幸运哈。
这个叫幸运吗？
幸运啊，其实你一毕业你就开始做你想做的事情 ，which is 唱歌，这是幸运的。
这个是个盲点。
This is very interesting. That's a great segue. Yeah, that's a great segue.
Because I think 我觉得 you always think the grass is greener on the other side, right?
Yeah.
So now that I'm at this particular age, I've been singing for 13 years as 插班生. But when I entered the industry, I think it was like 16, 17 years ago, I've never really had a proper office job experience.
Yep.
And I do feel a little bit like I'm lacking in that area.
Yeah.
Because what if one day I cannot sing? It is it is a fact, right? Like that one day I might not be able to sing and I have lost my voice before. So that thought is even more real and it's even scarier. If that happens, what do I do? I really, for a few seasons in my life, I was genuinely very, very lost thinking about this particular question.
Okay.
Yeah. But then again, like 生命的盲点真的很多.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although like I feel like even if you had gone to an office like 没有用的嘞。
什么意思？我没有用还是什么东西没有用？讲清楚一点。
我是说this part of like even if you had a 1 year experience before you went into singing, that 1 year wouldn't actually make a lot of difference in your resume.
It wouldn't make a difference in my resume, but
because we have been singing for a long time, like say 12 years later, then you go back to the workforce.
But you are my direct comparison all the time in life.
Yeah.
Right. You know how to use a lot of programs, including Excel.
Excel.
I do not excel at Excel.
Dude, even you had gone to office, even if I
would
give you
not
a
have
course
excelled.
on Excel, you still don't excel, okay?
Why?
Because
What do you mean?
因为他不喜欢这种琐碎的东西。Do you remember Do you remember we were in 958 and we were like editing some radio show or radio 广告.
Okay.
And then like we bought Logic Pro, like Apple 一个 program to edit audio, right?
No, but Logic is different.
Then she cried.
No, Logic.
Because she got no Logic.
But I have Pro Tools. I know how to use Pro Tools very well.
So you're pro with tools, but no Logic.
Yes, no Logic. Logic had no Logic.
真的
But
还好，
now
真的还
the
好。
current Logic works the same as Pro Tools. It's very similar already. Even GarageBand, it's very instinctive. Yeah, but back then Logic was not instinctive at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I blame the program obviously.
No,
No, actually I
你不可以这样乱。
blame myself. That's why I cry.
哦， So like Excel, for example, you can't make the program work in a way that
No, but I
is
have
logical
never,
to you. It is as it is.
But I have never
I've
been
never
put,
tried.
I've never been put in a position or in a situation where I have to use it.
Really?
Yes, I've never. I mean, I have lah. I mean, owning sanity, but Amanda helps me lah.
Yeah, even books, right? Like, you know, you keep your accounts, then like
I don't keep my accounts.
then like the sum, like you just have to like the formula and stuff 你不会用的, right?
I get the concept that you're sharing.
That's definitely 你生命中的盲点，
是
盲点。
但是我 like I was sharing, I think 生命中的盲点我们有很多。
Yes.
Sometimes when we get out,
I think we start with like this song, right? 盲点. It's actually written for this storyline between Chantel and Desmond Tan. Like so, it is an example of what 盲点 is, right?
We give them for people who have not watched the show, or
Yes.
perhaps we have listeners who are not from Singapore.
Yeah.
This song, Blind Spot, 盲点, is something that we wrote for a new television drama that plays in Singapore on Mediacorp TV, Channel 8. So it's a Chinese drama. And in the show, so I give a quick summary.
Yeah.
It's about three brothers who grew up together. I mean, they're not real brothers, but they're like,
I'm looking at the timer to see how quick she can
they're
summarize
like, okay,
this.
so they're like bros. Three bros. They started out poor from different backgrounds, but they all had a common goal that they wanted to become rich and successful one day. So it follows the story of these three good friends, their love stories, the kind of the people that they sacrifice, maybe relationships that they sacrifice in the pursuit for all that glitters. And so
wow.
in this
said.
show, there are two actors, Chantel and Desmond, and then in the show they play a couple. And
They fell in love. And Chantel is actually a blind girl. Can
and
you say blind nowadays? I think you cannot. I think you're supposed to say
visually
handicapped.
Not supposed
challenged,
or not lah.
visually
We just want to try and be
challenged.
sensitive. Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's visually handicapped actually. She can still see a little
Still
bit
see
of
light, yeah.
But everything is blur.
Yeah.
And so this song was inspired by their storyline.
Visual impaired.
Okay, can we?
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I was just thinking. Okay.
She's impairing me. wait. So
Dia impaired.
where was I?
Okay, so she's a visual impaired person.
Yeah.
Okay, and then they fell in love. Like, so we were just watching episode 5. And then we see their interaction and how they fall in love.
Episode 5 is when it starts to get very like, oh, lovey-dovey.
It's very sweet, leh. I love it. That's why we'll be like, teacher May. And then
she'll
like, I think they have great chemistry.
Yeah, great chemistry.
Yeah,
And
both really good actors. That's why.
It's been an honor. Other than it being really nice to watch, it's just been an honor to see it happen, to see that chemistry like light up on screen.
Yeah.
And then hear our song in the background.
Yeah.
But the truth is, we were never invited to write for this show.
Yes.
We were not invited at all. However, when we heard the storyline, because Chantel will share with us very passionately about this story and how she feels that it's very brilliant.
It's very
and,
epic.
You know, and
Yeah.
how the scenes are very good, very well written, how much she loves Jeremy's role in the show, and how much she thinks that after this show, everybody's going to love Jeremy. You know, like she was just sharing
Jeremy is
very organically.
brilliant. And Jeremy really did the role
really
justice.
shine
Like,
and
he's so good.
brought to life this character, Jing Qiao, in his own way.
Yeah.
So the storyline is this guy, right? Very simple-minded. He starts off very simple-minded, very, very loyal friend.
Yeah.
Right? Who falls in love with Chantel, right?
Yeah.
Visually impaired lady. And then their love is very, very sweet, very pure, blossoming. But of course, he's someone who with his pure intentions, he wants to give her a future where she doesn't have to worry. A future where Chantel's mom in the show doesn't have to worry.
Yeah.
So
because
basically
Chanel
what
mom 就反对他们这样。
就觉得 like 他不够好。
Yeah.
He's not rich enough. He's not successful enough. He only has a primary school, like he only
P6.
studied until P6.
Yeah.
So he has this kind of like, I want to do more, I want to earn more, I want to be more, right?
就是 ambitious. Yeah.
But 小美咖啡, right? Li Zhenmei, Chantel's role, she doesn't need anything more. One.
Yes. So she's like this wise person, wise young girl.
simple.
Yeah. Like in the show, she will keep like saying some with like throw some nuggets of wisdom in a very calm way.
And she keep telling him 不要乱讲话. Right? Like stop it, 不要乱讲话. Because he's always saying like lovely things.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like beautiful things, like dreaming big and really believing in it.
Yeah.
And she'll be like, stop saying nonsense. You know?
Yeah.
Like 不要再这样，不要讲 废话 like
Yeah,
stop
yeah,
it.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
you have this guy who his love is overflowing and he wants to give her more. And then you have this girl who cannot see and yet she sees through everything.
Yes.
It's like 她看不到，但是她已经看破了。
对
She doesn't need him to give her anything
对
more than just him,
Yeah.
his presence and his best.
And a
That's it.
simple life. Yeah, exactly.
But as the story goes, as all dramas go, things don't go well when
yeah.
you have ambitions.
Okay, we shall not give any spoiler.
Because actually, I also don't know. I only know 一个故事的大纲.
Yeah.
And using whatever she told me, I don't know the details. I think Carrie knew more.
Yeah, I
But-
saw some scenes before I wrote the lyrics. Yeah.
But 她跟我讲的时候，我心里就已经有一份感动
yeah.
about this. 一个人想要给更多，另外一个人其实他不需要
其实
更多。
其实 in a way, right, the way they view their life, 他们的价值观很不一样。Yeah, so that's where eventually it led them to a different path. Yeah, we shall not give spoiler, but 里面歌词就有一句我们是怎么了？命运竟是无情的第三者。So between them, right, the love was so strong. No one was gonna come in and say 抢走其中一个人 but it was fate. It was
Destiny.
fate or destiny. 命运反而是命运把就是 Desmond 拉走了。Yeah, 他们都是被命运来拉扯 and then eventually 就不能在一起这样子。Yeah.
And it made me very sad.
Yeah.
Like because I was writing for Chaban Show's hopefully like next album.
Yeah.
And
So hopefully you are doing it, right?
Yeah. No, but because I was focusing on the songs that I
Yeah.
needed to write for Chaban Show.
Yeah.
But I kept carrying this even like 悲伤。
Yeah.
真的是 even like 悲伤 but it's not 悲伤 until like 撒狗血悲伤 it's really
Yes.
even 伤心
Yeah.
that like I just imagine these two people
It's
being very real very true and yet
Yeah.
not being able to find happiness together.
Yes. Yeah. And it's like you 心痛这两个 character.
And to be honest I think this happens a lot in real life also.
Yes. Yeah.
We
correct.
witness so much of it
Yeah.
that
Like 明明是相爱的两个人，
对
but somehow due to
不适合
various reasons they can't be together.
对
And yeah, that's quite tragic.
yeah 就是一个盲点
Yeah,
看
I
不到的
feel
东西
when we wrote like 我们是怎么了 I think a lot of people
Resonate with it.
in relationship should be able to relate to that because you're so in a relationship, right? You really don't know why. Like why did these two not end up together? Like they can't even explain themselves. Like how did yeah.
想不通
想不通的 yeah 有时候是
解不
yeah
开的谜
long distance 咯 but actually long distance how is that a reason right but it's eventually it's like 两个人忘了看着彼此 so called like 命运是无情的第三者 but actually it's because Desmond was looking at money was looking at this life was so focused and tunnel vision on like I want to create this life for Chantel I want to create this life and then not seeing her
yeah and I think like
Yeah.
you said 命运是最无辜的第三者 because we always need to find a scapegoat
没有最无辜的过路客后来
第三者like but the thing is
最
that
无
命
情的
运
第三者
命运命运
yes 命运
is
这一切
is an excuse
okay
do you know what I mean like it's an excuse
is
它是个
已经
无辜
没有它不是个 excuse 它是一个我已经不知道怎么解释这件事了 so the only way I can explain this is destiny
to me I see it like
yeah
因为我们有盲点
yeah
都是有
yeah
盲点的
对
and so we need to find a scapegoat destiny
so destiny 就很无辜的被
拉进去
变成代罪羔羊
是的 like previously I was in the last part I was saying that when I look at the lyrics to me 命运 is like a scapegoat
okay
when we cannot see through each other's 盲点 like 我怎样跟你讲 my blind spot that you keep trying to point out to me is something that I'm like no
what blind spot
blind spot 我的盲点
that I
between
try
two
to-
people
not literally
no
you and me
not literally
yeah, I'm like
hey don't take things so personally leh.
no, I was like what wait which one
Which one?
which 盲点 are we talking about
How long do we have? Yeah, but you know, as I listen to the song, of course, when we wrote it with these two characters in mind, right? Liu Mu and Xiaomei Cafe. Desmond and Chantel.
真玉
Yeah, Zhen Yu. I just want to call her Zhen Mei. But as I listen to it and as I'm watching the show, because I'm watching the show for the first time, I don't really know how the storyline progresses. And I actually feel even more for the brothers. When you watch the show, right, you know everything will turn bad one. Even though things are so rosy and great now. And like as I'm watching these three 兄弟, I just keep hearing 我们是怎么了
even among the 兄弟 right? Yeah, like how did they eventually come to this part of their life where Desmond killed?
Hey, I thought you say no spoilers.
Hey, that's first episode lah.
Oh yeah, okay, but if they haven't watched
They
it,
haven't. Okay.
okay, first episode already
Yeah.
have.
It's already in the trailer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but 就是, how did it get to this?
Yeah.
And nobody can judge one.
Even, sometimes, right, when you quarrel with someone like you, like when I quarrel with someone like you, like, 你吵， then you just keep fighting the point, right? Eventually you get to a point and like, oh, I don't remember what was the first point. Like, 为什么 we started quarreling in the
That's
first
true.
place?
It becomes a loop.
It becomes like 我 just 要赢. Right?
Yeah.
Eventually it's like 你讲 point A 我就 fight 你的 point A， 你讲 point B 我就 fight 你的 point B， but actually fight 到 point F 的时候就哇我 point A 我都不懂我之前是生气什么，我现在just 很生气而已。
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah, 那个 quarreling 是 take you to a place very far away 的。
Yeah, so I guess the lesson here, right, is about 盲点嘛 right? 就是 we can't see each other's point of view, which is why we kept going point A, point B, point C, point D, point eventually 到一个 point is like 已经 lost 了，你已经
Two
不见
lines
了。
that will never converge.
Yeah, 平行线，原地打转。
又打歌。
打歌。Yeah. So what do you think are some of your blind spots?
If it's a blind spot, how would I know? I mean, okay.
Okay, interesting.
However, I think it is a valid question.
Then should it be like you ask me what's your blind spot and I ask you what's my blind spot?
No, we're not doing an interview now.
Okay, so what's my blind spot?
No. I think
Okay.
this is a dangerous,
Dangerous?
slippery slope to take.
No. The good thing about knowing your blind spot is to open up your eyes. Open your eyes and say goodbye to your blind spot.
I don't think opening your eyes will help you say goodbye to your blind spot.
Okay.
It's not that easy.
Right.
I really
Do you know
think
Deng
it's not that
Ziqi
easy.
has a song called 盲点 also?
I know, because when we wanted to name the song, the first thing I told you was Deng Ziqi has a song
Oh,
called
okay, I
盲点.
forget it. But okay, I went to
盲点.
I went to look at her lyrics and like I think like 好像是有一个 interview. So her 盲点 right is her parents. Like she feel that she like 可能忙碌生活 and like 打拼 and everything, and she feels that her blind spot 就是
Neglect.
Yeah, neglecting her
Okay,
parents.
so 盲点 to her is like neglecting.
It could be. It's
her
just
parents.
like 就是like 你开车 right?
对
Blind spot 就是你有一块你看不到的。
对
And this 这一块 is part of your driving.
是
Just like your parents are part of something that's
Life.
important
Yeah.
in your life.
Yep.
And then 你就有时候死了看不到，死了看不到，你就要这样 check 这样嘛，对不对？
对
So it's not saying，其实 blind spot 不是严重到 like 哇你 like it's not so 严重 ，it's more like I know this is my 盲点 ，so I must consciously remember to check this blind spot. Yeah.
Okay, so then we put it in a different way because we all have 盲点.
Yes.
And I feel to me, if I have a 盲点that you notice, it's something I cannot see. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a 盲点. However, for me, spots which I make an extra effort to check.
Yeah.
Okay, these are they very easily fall out of my radar.
Okay.
But I will like consciously go and check.
Okay.
Right, it's my own spiritual health.
Oh.
My own mental health. Because
right.
when this is, because I neglect myself a lot. And when I don't see myself, I actually make things more about myself. Does that make sense?
Yes.
It's very ironic.
Yes. I actually
You
feel
understand
like
what I
I
mean?
understand what you mean.
Right?
Yeah.
So when I don't take care of myself and things happen, right, 火烧屁股, right, 我就会很 take things very personally. And I am not able to function in a wider perspective.
Because 你不可以 process
sort of
你的
way.
emotions.
Yeah, it becomes a very narrow vision thing when things happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. So therefore, that is something that I always take check of.
Like you will consciously say, okay, let's have a check on my mental health.
Yes, let me sit down and then let me open up my eyes and see if I have missed out something.
Oh, hey, that's good. Eh?
Another thing that I've picked on recently is that
Yes.
because I don't reply messages.
Yeah.
I'm very bad at keeping in contact.
Yes.
So while I am taking check of my own spiritual, mental, and giving myself a bit of time to rest and think, putting aside all the distractions,
Okay.
one thing that I find myself thinking of is there someone out there that I have neglected?
Yes. Oh my God. Yes. Yeah, that's good. That's a really good practice.
Yeah, so I think for me, people matter a lot.
Yes.
Human relationships.
Yeah.
Therefore, the 盲点 that I look out for usually is people related. Yeah, old friends.
And also because we're so disorganized, right? So we're like
Collectively.
Yeah. So it's very easy to 忘记一整块的朋友圈. Yeah.
Actually, you're a great example.
Oh,什么说? Of 盲点, I have a lot.
We all have a lot of 盲点. Okay?
No,
but
Go ahead.
for
and-
you,
go ahead and tell me all about it.
I don't want. I don't
No,
want.
no, I'm serious. Tell me about it.
Yeah, no, but like for me, when I look at you, I always feel that you do a lot for people around you. And in fact, you are always like, you're like a squirrel. You're always looking. Smell. That person not feeling well. Are you okay? Do you think the person's okay? 那个人how okay 吗? You're very sensitive
Yeah.
to all these things.
Yes,
You're
yes,
like always
yes.
going around doing that. However, in your life,
Yeah.
you have a lot of 盲点.
What do you mean?
Like-
my own mental health
Your
check.
your own like life in terms of, like say laptop, this, that,
Things
wire, things.
Oh.
Yeah, your 盲点 is in that. But I feel like it's okay.
Okay.
It's okay. In fact, I feel we are similar. We're so different and yet we're similar in that our biggest 盲点is ourselves.
Yeah, but how do you check on yourself? Wow, so hard.
So I think that's why we're friends. I think that's why
Really? That's
that's
why?
why God gave us 插班生.
Oh.
So that we can blind lead the blind.
Walao eh. I thought you were going to say something
Because
like...
你的盲点不是我的
Nice.
盲点，我的盲点不是你的盲点。
My
Like,
盲
we
点
rely a lot. on
Okay,
each
do you
other.
mean my 盲点 is like literally like, oh, where's my phone? Where's my phone? I'm always like, where's my
Yes,
phone?
yes.
手机，我的手机在哪里？
Yes, that
Our
also.
first ever 主打歌 and it's still valid.
Yes, that, but also 自己心里的盲点，
Right.
就是看自己的一種盲點。Because we 我覺得嘅自己，我覺得
唔係我
嘅自己。
真正嘅自己。
Yeah, this is something we keep repeating, right? Because we have a idea of who we are and an idea of who we project ourselves to be to other people,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
However, as we are doing the podcast a lot, we're
Okay.
talking a lot about ourselves. As we're meeting friends, at the beginning of the tour, we got to travel more. We got to meet friends we haven't seen in a really long time, and then we also got to catch up
Yeah.
with them and their lives. And then something about the pandemic, I think broke some spirits and then rebuilt some hearts.
Yes.
And because of that, our conversations with our friends got very different.
Yes.
We went into very
It's
deep
very
topics
HT,
and
yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
It's always like,
So
how are you emotionally? And, yeah.
maybe last time tour it was what they like to eat and whatnot, right?
Yeah,
But then
yeah.
now we're talking about life,
Yeah.
the difficulties, the challenges they face. And it was interesting because we hear this and we were like, from all those years, we already have a projected idea of who this person is like. But now you're listening to them talk about themselves, you're like, 你覺得嘅自己好像 who you think you are and who we think you are seems to have a little bit.
Who you think you are is different from who you really are.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
for
think that
thought.
you're very tough. You think that you can take on a lot. And then actually you cannot.
You cannot. Yeah. Let's check the time.
Okay.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Yeah.
For whoever is listening to this podcast or watching our YouTube live, I think we can spend a moment to think about this.
Yeah.
What sort of a person is generic, right? So we just think like, what sort of a friend do you think you are? And what do you think you really are. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So
Who I am versus who I try to be.
okay, 我想到一个人。Okay, she's not someone that I know, but I know this person. She is always like 光鲜亮丽 right? You know, like her appearance is very, very important. She would carry bag, she would look really beautiful. Put together. But in real life, then she's a mess. Relationships not good. She gets into a lot of quarrels with like family, friends. Yeah. For example, 这样子的话，就是可能她太注重一方面，就是 who she presents, like how she presents herself to the outside world. 就是一直看人家怎么看她，然后她就看不到真正的自己是怎么样的，or what is really important to her. So in that same way, like Desmond was like that. I mean, not Desmond, like but like 六木 is that way, right? So it's bad to have tunnel vision lah.
Okay, I think it's maybe we can share a bit more from personal experience.
Okay.
Like, I had a friend, very close. I feel like we grew up together. No names will be shared to protect the
Of course.
People. But so what happened was I shared a secret with this friend of mine. But at some point, it felt like I actually questioned myself from watching the actions of this friend and the things that she would talk to me about. It's like I never shared this secret to her before.
After you shared the secret,
you know what I mean? It's like,
and she behaved like it didn't happen.
Yeah, she behaved indifferently. And that really hurt me.
Yes.
And that was something that happened maybe 15 years ago, right? It's been like years and years. We're still friends. The thing is, we're still friends.
Yep.
But to me, obviously, things are different.
Yep.
The way I present myself, the way I act, how close I am to this person, to me, it's very obvious. But she always acts like everything is normal. And when I think of Mang Dian, sometimes I think of this person. Because Mang Dian, right? Like if we go along the same vein that I was sharing, that I cannot
你很
point out.
chim 哦，你的 English 还有 same vein 的哦。Wow, very good at English. Today I'm very impressed with English.
So along the same vein. Yeah. The blood travel the same vein. We talk about kind of like the same thing.
Yeah.
Is that if you're asking me what is my Mang Dian, I'm like I can't tell you because I cannot see it. So then does that make me innocent? So when I look at this, when I think about this friend of mine, I sometimes 我真的是很怀疑自己. I blame myself because who else can I blame? And I just think that maybe she forgot. Can she forget? It was a secret that we shared, you know, and I shared in confidence, and it wasn't like a lot of people. It was just me and this person.
Yeah.
不可能吧? You know, but I really will question myself. Even up till now, I still wonder. But if that is her Mang Dian, then is she innocent? Because it really seems like it never happened.
Yeah, and I wonder why. Why? What kind of like mindset is it?
I will never have the answer because I will never want to go and knock that door again.
Yes.
Because what's to say it won't happen again?
Yeah.
Right? So
And so
I
you
can only blame-
realize that the person that you thought you knew is actually not the same person.
I cannot say for sure. But if you have such a big gaping hole, you cannot see me. You or rather you look at me and you see through me, and you ignore this big part that I have shared with you.
Yeah.
Then I cannot be authentic with you. What? Right? I feel invisible. In a certain way, I almost feel like I'm invisible.
Okay.
And yet, I feel invisible, but you're looking at me and sometimes highway way one and like, how are you? You know, I find it so hard to connect. But
Because she has already
but it's so
denied this part of
convincing
you.
that I feel like 可能这真的就是她的盲点。她 maybe it never in her life, right? in her memory, right, I never existed. That bit of me never existed. And so,
Because she can't deal with it, right?
who can I blame?
No one.
So I can only blame destiny. 那个无辜的过路客
Yeah.
in that sense, yeah.
哇，这首歌写的真好。
每次兜来兜去，转来转去，就是想要自己赞自己。
没有啦
写得太好了
其实没有
来，
没有
大家
没有
为插班生鼓励鼓励。
耶！
讲真的，我们的要求不高，能写得出歌，我们就很开心了。
真的。Yeah, but just as the song is, right? Like 我们是怎么了 like actually 你们的 friendship 也就不一样了。
不一样了 yeah. But sometimes I will ask myself because it's 15 years down the road.
Yeah.
今天它发生什么事情
Of
I will always be
course,
there.
Of course.
I will like whatever I can do lah.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course, of course.
But will I put my heart out there again? I won't. I will guard it. Yeah.
Oh my god, this friendship thing is so hard.
Yeah. 人与人之间，
人与人之间真的
本来就是
很 hard 很
Yeah.
difficult.
何况是爱情。我觉得 when it
Yeah.
comes to love, right, it becomes even more
intense.
wow, the way it grabs your heart, the way it pokes at it,
Yeah.
the way it taunts it.
Yeah, actually relationships 真的很累。
Take it from 两个
老人
两个老娘。
Yeah.
It's late and yet it's worth it. Does that make sense?
No, it's just 很累咯。I don't know if it's worth it 嘞。
It's worth it.
I feel like 哇，平平静静 is like so good.
I have a quote that I wrote in my phone. Let me find it.
Okay.
Because I've been watching Afterlife.
Okay.
Okay, so there was this really
Afterlife?
good,
yeah. The Ricky Gervais
did I write it down?
TV drama.
Yeah, wait, just give me a moment. I don't normally do this. Usually it's Carrie who does all these things. I can't find it lah. But anyway, it was something about
No, 有没有 keyword？ 你 search 那个 keyword。
loving. Love. I can't find it. Did I not write it?
You wrote it in your book lah.
Yeah, maybe I wrote it in my book. Yeah, I might have written it in my book, in my diary.
Okay, what's the gist of it?
The gist of it is that just now you were saying that like no, it's so tiring. Relationships are so tiring.
Yeah, so tiring.
Oh, not worth it. But I'm like no. I think it's still worth it because if you know the show Afterlife, right?
Yeah.
It's about a guy losing his wife and all meaning and all reason to live. Because
Yeah.
his wife, he said, was his greatest achievement. 能够
his
娶到这个
greatest
老婆
love,
was his greatest
嗯
achievement. He
Okay.
said. So work for him, nothing.
Yeah.
Friends, nothing. To him, his
Yeah.
wife is his
Yeah.
achievement. And 就是这样 she died.
Yeah.
She was lost to cancer. And yet, as he was as you follow his journey as he seeks meaning through small conversations and through his colleagues and this and that and the goodwill of a lot of people around him. And he says something like loving is living. To live
love?
is to
live
love.
is to love.
Yeah. And it comes with a lot.
好累哦 No wonder life is so tiring. So to love is to live, or to live is to love.
To live is
To love.
If you don't love,
It is true
You're not
lah. Then
living.
actually your life would have no meaning.
No
lah.
meaning.
Actually, love gives life all the meaning.
yeah.
And all the drama
Yes.
and all the glitters.
And all the fun.
Oh my god. Yeah.
So living, loving, we are community. That's why we start 插班生
CC.
right? Community
Yeah.
club.
Yes.
Because here we are 掏心掏肺 and talking and bearing our souls. Actually, it's very scary to do this.
Yeah.
I don't know how people can do this professionally.
Yeah.
Because it takes a great amount of intelligence, wit, and wisdom to share enough without putting, in a way, your life at stake while trying to, get the viewership and also be able to touch
Yep.
lives.
Yeah.
But for us, because we're not professionals,
Yeah.
we're literally sitting here and
我们是闲聊啦。
yeah, 我们闲聊
Yeah,
but
我们
每次闲聊
是闲聊
到哇好 deep 啊 feel very naked 啊
这样今天要不要 shallow 一点？
In the shallow yeah shallow 不了
OK，
我是 intense 的
有咯，我去到 afterlife 嘞。 That's an intense TV series.
intense and
drama
yet
series.
really funny 啦。
It is. It
I'll
is.
laugh out loud
我看了 season 1之后 right season 2 and 3出了 right 我还没有看
还不行啊
Yeah.
I love it 嘞，
我不敢看
我觉得很好笑哎。
Yeah, I know, but this, like last year and this year, I think I was grappling with grief. So 只要有 grief 的，我都有点不太敢看啦。
我就是
Yeah.
I watched it in order to
Yeah,
放
but speaking of grief, right? It's because we loved. It hurts so much to lose. 所以就很累咯。
放不下的活着也是这样。That's why it's 放不下的活着。
Yeah, 对。
Because 你还是得活着 ，you have to continue to live.
And you
on.
still have to find the strength to continue to love.
Yes. And the moment you tell yourself, whoever's listening to this, I don't know, maybe you might be at a point in your life where you're like, I'm done. 我够了. Like I'm done giving. I'm done loving because
Yeah.
I've been hurt so much.
Yeah.
Take a break. Take it from us. Take a break. Take care of yourself. Don't become your own 盲点. But once you're ready, you have to love again.
Yeah.
You have to take another risk and go out there and just try, make a friend, you know, have conversations.
Yeah.
Easier said than done.
Yeah.
Made better and made easier with good friends, for sure. But it can be done.
I'm at this point of my life, right, where I just want to keep a small group of friends. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, this afternoon I was texting Sean also. Yeah, we were just talking. There are a lot of people who are just full of bullshit. You know, who are just BSs, right? And I think the hard truth that people don't like to hear or don't want to accept is that everyone thinks for themselves. There's only a handful of people who will think of you. Sorry. 我不是在哭，我只是那个 phlegm 很多。
我 just 觉得好笑的，你要 explain it。
不要，我们每集都在哭，够了。
哪有在哭啦？
你一直在哭哎。
感动吗？上一集是粉丝。
上一集
很感动吗
yeah，上一集也是
Yeah,
哭。
but No, yeah, continue.
I feel like a good relationship is 我们不是彼此的盲点，来我们都看得到。Of course, there will be moments when you drop it, but pick it up, right? I mean, there will be moments when like, oh, I don't notice that actually you are upset or you are going through something also. But then like,
It's not your fault if you don't see it also.
I know, but it's wonderful to have friends who sees you lah. Friends who see you.
Can you share a little bit more about why you say that? Like the fact that everybody only thinks about themselves. Because I've always...
Oh, I read a whole article about this thing, about like this harsh truth lah, is that everyone thinks about themselves. And actually, it's liberating. I'm not saying it to say like, oh, this was terrible. No, I'm saying it to liberate you. Like you think that like, oh, 我们环环相扣 and then like, oh, what I do 很 affect 到下一个人 or like 什么的 but actually 其实真的还好
Well, I'm on the opposite side. Like, I'm like,
Really?
yeah, 我们就是环环相扣. That's why
We
我们要
are
拉拉扯扯 and then 互相折磨
到白头 I don't know, I gotta find that article. Should I find it?
No,
now?
no, not now,
Okay,
please.
yeah, maybe another episode when, you know, we'll talk
Or
about
should share
harsh
it
truths.
on IG.
Yeah.
Yeah, but because-
like 眼镜萌萌的 you know, maybe 眼镜萌萌的 we can talk about that.
Okay,
But-
we share it in a real life example.
Okay, real life example is that there are a lot, like time and time again. Okay, I think 我可以很不摇摆的讲 I'm actually quite a pure person.
Okay.
Yeah, like in terms of my interaction with people, like I don't really think about 我不是有心机的人 and
他有心机，他也是会讲出来。
我没有心机 or like 怎么
No,
讲
他有
我不会
心机，就是有时候 you will have like, oh, you have a motivation, but when you will share it out so freely, I'm like,
like what?
哦，我跟你讲，这首歌我觉得我们要红。For example, you will say these things.
That's different. That's ambition 啦。
yeah, okay,
it's
but
different.
没有
心机
心机
as in like 我不会去交一个朋友 I won't go and
为
make
了
a friend for a certain benefiting reason.
Okay, got it.
Yeah,
Agreed.
never. I would never. Not even to make myself feel good about like, oh, I have so many friends. No, it's not. It's just like, I just love people. And like when I was in school, I feel like 我 like 村姑 like that, you know, like, hey, 你要这个啊？我帮你去拿。That is like really like 赴汤蹈火丸。
Even until now, I'm the one who say, Carrie,
冷静一点。Yeah. So,
but she will also do it to me. We take turns.
yeah, I will do that to you. Yeah, so I feel like I'm the sort who 付出 a lot to friends. Like my parents, my mom is actually like, she's always like, oh, 你的 friends 最大咯，朋友最大. And like I would go all out to help people, right? And I feel like, not that when I help people, I want something back in return. It's just, it's nice lah, you know? It's just 为什么我要热脸贴冷屁股 so many times in my life, you know? And then also like last year something happened to us, right? To our relationship with 2 other people whom we thought we love and 付出很多. So I'm in this jaded phase.
Still
Yeah, still.
Haven't get out of it
Still, yeah, still.
I got out of it already lah.
Yeah, it's very good, but
I'm no longer bitter.
no, I don't think I'm very bitter about what happened last year anymore, but it's, maybe this is my 盲点. You know?
Actually, 我觉得, if I may say on this podcast,
yeah.
that throughout this entire audio and the time since it happened, I sometimes feel that your 盲点 is this.
Which is?
Because you will sweep it under the carpet.
Like,
You will sweep
不要
it
去
under
想
the
它
carpet and you 不要去想它 and you will say outside that like, yeah, I'm over it. But
I
actually,
don't care.
she will like 很cool的 like if 有提起 in a friend setting, she'll be like the cool one. She'll be like, I don't care, I'm okay, I'm moving on 这样.
Yeah.
But then when we get to share heart to heart, I realize you're not over it.
I move on from them, but I also review my own history, my track record with people, with friends. I mean, there were friends, like for example, when I was in uni, there was this friend that I thought we damn clicked leh. And like, I just really enjoy being with her, like, 就好玩哦.
So the old haunts came back.
Yes, a lot of
Old
like
hurts.
old hurts. Like, I thought we were such good friends, right? Then, so she had a boyfriend. And when she was away, the boyfriend came to my room a lot. And I was very uncomfortable.
Please continue, I've never heard this story.
Yeah. So like, obviously, 我的 alliance or like my loyalty is to my friend.
Yeah.
So, and I didn't say it in a dramatic way like, 你的男朋友干嘛？哦，没有，我只是
这个 Taiwanese accent.
Okay. So 我不是要 accuse the guy of anything, but I kept telling him, please like go back, like, and he kept wanting to share comics with me lah, this lah, that, because I was into comics, right? But that guy just doesn't give me the right vibes.
Okay.
Like when he shared with me and he wants to sit on my bed with me, that kind, it's like, no, really no. And I'm very close to my friends. So I told my friend about it. I told her that, so your boyfriend has been coming to my room every night. And he would come and he would sit with me till late in the night. And I'm not comfortable. I just want to let you know. Like, I want to let you know I don't have any intention
Wow, I can already see
of
how
even being friends with him. But he kept coming over.
she didn't react well.
So she was like, firstly she was shocked, right? And then she was like, huh? 怎么会这样? Like, why like that? 这样啦. And then 后来 the guy go and smear my name 变成好像我也有小动作 or like I am trying to sow discord between the two of them. But what? Why would I do that? I'm just trying to protect my friend. To say like, hey, maybe this is your 盲点. And like, I'm not going to judge you if you continue to be with him. It's just, I need to let you know this happened when you were away. Yeah, and then we were no longer friends. So the guy 就跟我的 friend 讲，我不是个好人，and 我要害他们，and because of that, like she shouldn't be friends with me because I'm not a 好人. Like what?
This is a very good example of how pure Carrie is. If you're watching this,
Hey, like how can I not tell her?
this has happened twice. This is the first time I'm hearing this story.
More than
But
twice lah.
yeah, where like you go in with such a pure heart, and whoever is listening to it, right, is
Yeah.
listening to it, right, with a very impure heart.
No,
Then
so
it
when she
misconstrues
first
everything.
heard it, right, she didn't. She was like, thanks for letting me know, like I need to process this.
Yeah.
But I think it was the guy who brainwashed her.
So
Which is why,
once
you know,
again,
which
very
is why-
pure, not blaming the friend, blame the guy.
No, but seriously, I really have bad vibes from the guy. So
Yes.
which is why like, yeah, 我就觉得是
There's no point in going back. We cannot take a time machine back and say like
Yes,
could
yes,
have,
yes.
would have, should have.
对，
Okay, there's no
对，
point in
对，
saying that.
对，对，对。
But now we just talk about like 人与人
对
your heart, how she took it.
Yeah, so
How
it's
did
really
you
一个我们是怎么了
Yeah.
Like how did this happen? Like how is it that you didn't see that my intention was pure?
I think even if she did, it would have been very hard to continue. If she chooses the guy, if she chooses to continue with that
No.
person.
No, I can. Because
As in, you can, but she
'cause
cannot.
I have no pride. I have no pride about this. Like all I'm saying is, can he stop coming to disturb me?
You are fine. She's going through a lot.
Yeah,
also.
correct. Which is why I also let her go. So when she said like, oh yeah, actually he doesn't want us to be friends anymore and like I can't be friends with you, then I'm like, just go. And I really wish you the best. Until now, I still wish her the best. But I will think back and think like, why lor? Like, you know, like 就会 hurt 啦.
I think with some people and some friendships though, the 五月天 song will always come to mind.
Okay.
That 长长的路上，我想我们是朋友。
Yeah.
可能现在
路遥知马力.
in that same vein, I want to say your Chinese is very
日久
good.
见人心.
日久见人心. It's
路遥知马力.
oh, so you know how strong the horse
The
is.
horses. When the journey is far, you know how strong the horse is. And 日久见人心.
So 我们可以用你刚刚讲的这句话 to say, to use it as an example or reaction to a lot of people that we've lost or have misunderstood us in life. But we
Yeah.
can also look at this and tell ourselves that for all that we have gone through, we want to be that ma that 真的是可以 finish this journey and to be that heart that can go through all trials and
Yeah.
tribulations and go through the fire
Yeah.
and still come out pure. Yeah. So I think no matter what we do, no matter what we talk about, or the hurts that we have met with,
So hard.
我们还是要就是往内看 what can we do better, right? But
Yes.
it has to be
Like, I
done.
feel like what I can do better now is to guard my heart better.
No. I think I feel courageous
Yeah.
because I have you. Like having a good friend. Okay, to be honest, now that we're,
Okay.
you also will judge me about a lot of things.
Yeah,
So
of
sometimes
course.
I also reach a point where I,
Of course.
I also maybe perhaps create some 盲点 about myself. 不要给你太过了解我. Because you know what, you also between two friends who have known each other for so long and
Yeah.
gone through so much, you'll be like, 我懂你了 I know you're like that, 这样 that
No,
kind.
but I've also-
So you purposely create a...
But I already come to this point where I'm like, yeah, 我不懂你.
As if you say it with that 嘴脸这个马脸 Yeah, but and yet there are still a lot of times when 我 like try and like guard myself. But I also feel that sometimes I really am a lot more courageous knowing that no matter what, I just come back and face the Carrie. Like even if she judge me or laugh at me, at the end of the day, you still have my interest at heart.
是
Yeah.
Yes.
Like no matter what you say, I
Yes.
may take it the wrong way for the
Yes.
first 10 minutes,
Yeah.
right? But
Yeah.
I will always remember,
Yeah.
no, I know your heart is so pure.
Okay.
Like I know. At the foundation level,
Okay.
right? 你的心是那么的正.
Which is why we can be like superstar, like rivals,
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
that's-
it
that's
become
true.
like best friend, right?
Because we were in a
没有
competition.
Yeah, as much as I would love to win, but I'm like, 好像他比较 deserve to win.
不是
So
这
I
样
felt
讲
like,
的，
oh, okay 啦，其实输了也 okay.
不是这样讲的，不是这样讲的。我觉得
是 you were definitely much better than me.
No, okay, we don't talk about that.
Okay,
We
don't
just talk
talk
about how like random two people,
Yeah.
one one coming from Malaysia, right? One stay in Singapore, don't know what she's doing. And like, we just hit it off so well.
Yeah.
Just that alone, like, there's no reason. 这是一种缘分.
Yeah,
They're
so when
sustaining
I
until
first
now.
saw you, I thought that you were so pure and so innocent. And I felt like that was 以前的我 because 我变 jaded. Then 后来 I think 我们的 role 一直 reverse, right? I think there were seasons when you were jaded and I was like, woo, people, I love you, 这样 right?
And I'll be like,
哇累
exhausting. This was exhausting.
Adorable but exhausting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something that Dr. Cindy Tan said about us.
Okay, we're gonna wrap up this episode. Once
Yeah.
again, I think we have left a lot of.
Yeah, this episode will be 闲聊 lah, but it went to some places. Yeah,
Yeah.
some interesting places.
But if I may close
Yes.
with this thing that recently happened, a friend of mine shared about how she was misunderstood by an ex-colleague, ex-partner. And this person, like you said, like, go out and like, flame, just smear your reputation. And it's
Yeah.
just literally like tell lies on it.
Yeah.
And you reach that point where you're so angry, you're engulfed with anger,
Yeah.
but you don't know what to do. Because in anger, you will never do anything right.
Yes.
Make sense?
True,
Right?
yes.
So she has
Don't
enough
make
logic.
any life decision when you're angry.
She had enough logic to know that she is so angry. There are a lot of things she wants to do, but she shouldn't. So we had a talk when she was at the height of that anger.
Yeah.
4 a.m. in the morning. And I thought that I came up with a very good plan to counter this anger. Like, I told her, and because she's someone who's very well loved, well liked, has a lot of great ex-colleagues and friends. I said, how about this? We 转这个 anger into love. Like, tomorrow, instead of you being so angry with this one person, right? How about you take all this and you transfer it and tell other people how much you appreciate them. How wonderful they were that when you all work
Yeah
together.
lah, until they disappoint you lor.
Oh my god, she is so jaded. Thank you everybody. This is episode 9 of 插班生 Cc.
Okay. But I think although I'm very jaded, right, but I've come to a point. Okay, I think I'm quite perceptive about people lah. Okay,
No.
Yes.
You wouldn't be jaded if you were that perceptive.
No, now I've learned my lesson. So like by now, like I feel I'm quite perceptive about people. So I was just reviewing like today, right? There's a handful of friends, right, that is worth everything. Like worth all the risk of being hurt.
Then what if one day I hurt you?
You won't know. I mean, you always hurt me.
Yeah, okay.
But
worth
it's
everything.
worth all the risk and all the effort and all the love that
You have to give.
that I have to give.
And you give so willingly.
Yeah. Like Pei, Bear, Sue, obviously Sue, Mingjie, like Wei Wei, and all that.
Don't give up, lah, guys.
They will never give up on me.
Don't
I
stop
know.
loving. Even if, I mean, let's just accept we all have a lot of 盲点, but don't stop loving, don't stop living.
Yeah. No, there are different ways to live, you see. So you can love a small bunch, or you can love a big bunch. No, you can love a small bunch very intensely, or you can love a big bunch sparingly. Like, 就是看你的 love 是这样要分的嘛，要这样要分出去，你懂我的意思吗？
懂。
Yeah.
好，
Okay, 你 rap
我
啦
rap 了。
Oh, sorry, 他 rap 了。
所以你要再 rap 多一次。
Okay, so we hope that you like our song 盲点. I think, yeah, we like someone shared like Sash just how we did an IG live, right? And Sash said like, oh, this is like 放不下的活着的 like potentially 放不下活着的 level 的那种歌。
Okay.
I really hope that it can get there. We need a hit song, man. That's the truth of it. Yeah. And like, so if you like it, please share with everyone that you know. Like, force them to listen to it.
我们到了那个 force them to listen
Yeah,
to it
just force them to
level
listen
了
to it, okay? Because like, I mean, how else do we market our song, right? Like, 我都不会。
That's the definition of a hit song. You hit them with it. 怎么了？好，谢谢。This is 插班生 episode 9.
Yeah,
Bye bye.
bye.
Episode 10 is our last app. See you. Woo!
的天空，是多云还是星空，你都错过。我的笑容，是伪装还是哭过？盲目的你看不懂，爱上你的执着变成离开的理由。我们是怎么了？命运竟是最狠的第三者，又能如何？我努力的守着，你还是盲目跟着它在拉扯。我们是怎么了？命运追胁我在眼前，你却看不见，谁也都不必再拼命怪谁，是盲点。我的天空，是多云还是星空，你都错过。我的笑容，是伪装还是哭过？盲目的你看不懂，爱上你的执着变成离开的理由。我们是怎么了？命运竟是最狠的第三者，又能如何？我努力的守着，你还是盲目跟着它在拉扯。我们是怎么了？命运追胁我在眼前，你却看不见，谁也都不必再拼命怪谁，是盲点。怎么了？命运只是无情的过路客，还能如何？我努力的守着，你还是